All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. I'm in for Nades. Nades is on a work trip. Excited to talk some ball with my man Gyiraszin. 10 games, 7:07 Eastern lock time. That's exactly what we had yesterday. 7:07 Eastern lock time, both FanDuel and DraftKings. 10 games, no weather to worry about. I know some people are getting scared, like my man Sean Sullivan. I just compared this slate to last slate. No, not quite. Just the number of games, the time. It's a big difference in the slate in the fact of yesterday pitching was awful. Today, pitching is great. At least a couple of really big names and good options in the upper tier. We also do have Coors Field, so that's similar to yesterday. Cardinals still too cheap. Will be the chalk. The Rockies in a good spot. And then, like yesterday for bats, a couple other teams with solid run totals. You see the Rangers, the Cubs, the Mets, the Dodgers, a couple sitting around 5. It's going to be some upper tier pitching, some Cardinals, and after that, yeah, it'll be spread out, I think. Gyiraszin, I haven't talked to you in a while. It's good to see you. How are we doing today?
What's up, buddy? Man, the guy was living the dream there. It was all on fancy trips, out living the high life. Like, they're going to have to make a commercial like them old ones, like living the high life. That's going to be title over there. But good to have you back, talk baseball. I mean, we coming back from a little break. We had a little bit of golf to keep us entertained. I was telling you, pre-show that golf was crushed. I was doing pretty well in some golf. I mean, I got to give credit to the team around here at SHIPIT Nation. I didn't even know who half of those value dudes were. This Reeton dude who was like an amateur, like did really well, except he sucked balls on Sunday. But I mean, it was a good time. But here we're coming back into baseball. We're at the hot times. Then we get a Coors Field slate, it's like, and then it's like the Cardinals too. Like the Cardinals suck. It's like putting the Royals out there in Coors Field. It's like, it doesn't, it's like, come on, man. What are you going to get? 12 singles, 3 walks, and a double, and you're going to score 9 runs and, think you're going to win a DFS tournament? That ain't happening. But either way, hey, good times, good times. I got me one of these good boy vodka drinks everybody's talking about. Oh, John Daly. But I don't know, this strawberry tropical. It's all right. It's all right. It's not
high noon or
bad.
that? What's better?
I like the high noon ones too. What are the Lucky Dogs? I think those are called. Those are pretty good. They're not carbonated. They're like lemonade, but they're not too lemonade-y. They're not bad, especially when it's hot. It's been muggy as shit out lately. I mean, you would know being out in Arizona, but these things are pretty good. Not too bad. I don't mind them. Get a little safety meeting going, title. We got this going. I got a bowl after this tonight in a fucking warm bowling alley, so I'll be drinking a few of these.
There you go. Sounds like a great night. For anyone out there, I think it's just sold in Wisconsin. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong, but it's called Carbless. If anyone, I know plenty of Wisconsin.
Yeah, we have them here.
I love those. Those are my favorite. They go down. That's some cranberry juice, some apple juice, whatever you want. Those are my favorite. So it's a Midwest thing, I guess. There's none in Arizona, but those are my favorite. Hey, Derek, I appreciate that. So that was actually like 2 days after we got back. My wife said the same thing, tsunami. I mean, absolutely crazy timing, but appreciate you thinking of me. I got back just in time. Was an absolute blast, though. That is for sure. What's going on?
My pants if I was somewhere and there was a tsunami warning. I'd be like, dude, put me up on the 80th floor or something. Like, what? Like, man.
I don't know what I would do. It wouldn't be fun, that's for sure. Sean Sullivan's in here. My man, Little Mac, Wardo, Jake, No Stop, Ricky, Nate D, Woody, Gregory, Jason Turner, Michael W, Wardo, Derek. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Hope everyone having a great day. G high on a heater today. He is. I mean, he $200 he said to $1,800 in golf. He's absolutely crushed MLB. You see him, and shout out to the man Ham. When I was gone, he had 15,000. Gyiraszin and Ham, FanDuel crushers for sure. Big Nades has done great. Excited to pick Gyirashin's brain for this 10 game right here. William's in here. Mark's in here. Hope you two having a good day. All we ask, like button, subscribe button, like always. Helps us out a ton. Let's talk pitching, Gyiraszin. It's loaded in the upper tier. Yesterday, no pitcher we had projected taking the average of SHIPIT Nation and SaberSim above 8 points. Or no, excuse me. What am I talking about? Above 18 points. No pitcher was projected above, or like 18.06 was Boz. That didn't work out at all. 3 pitchers over 20. DeGrom, Gilbert, Yamamoto. We have the big arm in Miz at 10.3K with upside. Matthew Boyd, who has a good matchup. Who else rounds out the upper tier? Framber, a big arm. Then there's Rasmussen at 8.4 and Cam Schittler at 8K. Definitely not playing him. 8K and above. Talk about it. This range is actually, let's sort by ownership. 1, 2, 3. The top 3 highest owned on the slate all come in this range right here. Gilbert, DeGrom, Yamamoto. I do think they're the 3 chalkiest, which makes some of these Matthew Boyd's Miz pivots up here. Break it down in the upper tier, 8K and above. What do you like?
Yeah, I mean, we can start out with Schittler. I think, this kid's pretty good. He's got a pretty high strikeout rate. We liked him a couple weeks ago when he came in. When his first game, we took a chance on him and did fairly well. But I believe they yanked him, if we remember right. Didn't he have like a no-hitter or something too? It was like for like 4 or 5 innings, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. I mean, sometimes my brain gets foggy, but it does happen sometimes. But he had some arm soreness, tightness. That does concern me a little bit. But the talent's there. I just wish he had a little better matchup than the Blue Jays. Blue Jays don't really strike out all that much. So that's just a little concerning for me. So I'd probably be out on him. Rasmussen against the White Sox. I mean, on paper, it looks pretty good, but how much Rasmussen are we going to get? What kind of pitch count are we going to get? I'm not really too sure, what we're going to be looking at here. I mean, he's at 53. July 11th. 11 days ago. It's just pretty scary. I mean, you look, and I was kind of looking at it and read on some of the Tampa sites that, they're going to give him a full pitcher's workload. Well, who knows what that is, right? Like they might say that that's 70 pitches. Like I don't know. I'm just concerned with Rasmussen, and plus the White Sox actually been hitting the shit out of the ball in the last 3 or 4 days. They've been putting up football type numbers, 7s, 10s, shit like that. I mean, Boyd, you get Kansas City. I'm not really too sure. I'm kind of neutral on this one here. I don't really love it, and I don't really hate it. I mean, I'm not worried about any of the power that they got over there with the Royals. I mean, you did mention he is a pivot. You got Gilbert against Seattle here. When I was playing around with some of the optimizers were liking Gilbert. I
think he'll be the highest owned.
And I'm not sure why. I'm just not sure. Like I'm sitting there looking at him like, if you're looking for upside, this is not your dude. I mean, we could go down and look at the game logs, 25, 9, 18, 13, 14, 25, 12, 18, 24, 22, 21. I mean, can he get us 27, 30, 35 points? He hasn't done it all year. Why am I paying the price I'm paying for him, 9,200? I feel like I just would rather take other shots or pay down in pitching and maybe get some bats today. So for what the optimizers are telling me, I think it's kind of safe. Like if you want to call it a cash game, to me, it's more of a cash game, heavy lean kind of play than it is for me if you're playing in a big tournament. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it. Plus the Brewers haven't been hitting all that bad either. I believe I saw they got don't tell Nate, but they got the best record in baseball.
We talked about it yesterday.
Oh my gosh,
talking.
Yeah, don't tell Nate. So, and then you got Yamamoto. Yamamoto for me, I mean, he's just, I don't know. I just don't like the upside with him either. I mean, he's been decent. He's had 7 Ks, 0, 8, 6 Ks. For what you're paying for him, I don't know. I don't love it either. And then you got DeGrom. His strikeouts have dropped. I really think he's a guy I think I'd rather play than Gilbert. I mean, you're paying a little bit more for him. I mean, the A's got some They do have some strikeouts in that lineup over there. I mean, you look at like Nick Kurtz is at like 32%, Butler 25%, Rooker 23%, Muncy is at 31%. So I mean, there are a few guys there that you could target and go after. I don't mind that. Valdez, man, I almost pretty much have made a rule title where I hate playing the Royals as much as I hate playing a pitcher against the D-backs. Like, seriously. Like, I don't care who it is, man. Like, it's just not fun. Like, the D-backs do not strike out. They got a lineup full of Luis Arises who don't strike out, and and they make the pitchers work. I don't love it, so I can't go with Framber. And then that leaves us with this kid, the Miz. The Miz Rod, the all-star that everybody was, griping he was an all-star, but they forget to tell you that they called like 15 other dudes and they all said they didn't want to come out because it was like interrupting their time. So they threw the Miz in there because that's what they got left. Like they were like.
And guess what? The Miz threw a 98-mile-an-hour slider that had the whole stadium. Woo-wee!
Yeah, I mean, he did. So, I mean, but you're paying up for him. I like Miz more on FanDuel because he's not the highest price pitcher. I really like him over there. But you get him against the Seattle team. I don't mind. I don't mind this matchup against Seattle either. So, that game total over there, you're sitting there at 6.5. With Seattle, you got some strikeouts there. Rosareno, who's actually been red hot, it's 28%. Raley, 27%. Rally's at 24%, but they do have a few guys that are pretty tough strikeout out. So in reality title, I don't really love pitching overall. I don't think there's really too many like super landmines where I feel like pitching could crush me today. So with that being said, I'm pretty much in the mindset. I'm just figuring out where I want my bats. I'm going to figure out what I got left in pitching. If I can pay out for one, I'll pay out for one. I guess my favorite of the bunch up here, if I was gonna rank, the bunch above 8K, I'd probably go DeGrom, and this is for DK because I think it's a little different today. I'd probably go DeGrom, Mizrowski, the Miz, or however you want to say it. Then I'd probably go Gilbert, and then I'd probably go Yamamoto, and then Boyd. And I'm not a fan of Valdez, and I'm not really a fan of Rasmussen.
Great breakdown.
But on FanDuel, I will say, I think I love Miz the best, probably Yamamoto, and then Gilbert.
Great breakdown. I'm in agreement with a lot of that. So, like, I'm not playing Schittler at 8K. I prefer a couple of these guys below. Rasmussen, I would be the last one that would keep in my pool. But if I'm playing like 10 teams or less, I'm not getting to them. I guess I'll keep them in for now. But, I mean, the White Sox have been hitting the ball a little bit. The pitch count's a concern for Rasmussen. The K prop is not very good. Let me get it right. I'm not. I'm crossing them out. 3.5, some juice on the over. I don't want that. I'd rather go Montas, Erod, Scherzer. All three of them have higher K props for cheaper. So I'm going to make a cross there. I do think Matthew Boyd's a solid pivot. When we get to this bottom tier, these guys are almost all X's for me. So a lot of my player pool will be condensed up top. I mean, pitching at home, it's a lot better pitch or hitting weather today than it was yesterday. KC's still one of the lowest totals on the slate. Cubs should have run support. Boyd looks like he'll be decently low owned with all the people going Gilbert, Yamamoto's, etc. 4.5K props, some juice on the over. Not great, but if 19, 20, 21's enough on this slate, I think you can get that at pretty low ownership. So I like Boyd a decent bit. Gilbert, Yamamoto, DeGrom, Miz. I think making a rule, I would probably make a rule of 20 teams or less to play one of those four, at least one of those four. I don't love, we'll talk about Scherzer, Erod, Montas, all in play. I don't love pairing the two together. I think one of these guys up top is someone you need. DeGrom is my favorite for sure. A's have the lowest total on the slate. I still think DeGrom is one of the best pitchers in baseball. The one, not concerned, but Yamamoto, Gilbert, these guys have a longer leash than DeGrom, but still the K props are all similar. 6.5 for DeGrom, -150 on the over. 6.5 for Gilbert, -140 on the over. Yamamoto 6.5 minus 145 on the over, which then leads me to Framber 5.5 juice on the under. Like I'm not playing Framber, which then leaves me with Miz. He's 6.5 juice on the under at minus 155, but he's just the wild card. Like I want to play Miz. I don't believe his ownership will be 5%. I think it might be like 15%, something like that. He has the upside to go get you 28, 27, something like that. He also has the downside to get you -2, -3. Control can be an issue, etc. But great, good ballpark to pitch in. Pitching weather's fine. Low total in Seattle, like 6.5. You can easily go Miz Gilbert and figure bats out after that. Just a guy with 10+ K upside. I mean, his stuff's nasty. When he's this low owned, I want to play some of him in the upper tier. But I rank it DeGrom, Gilbert's, Miz, Yamamoto, and then it would be Boyd. But I do like making the rule at least one of these guys. A lot of it has to do with just like pricing isn't efficient for bats. Like a lot of guys are way too cheap. You can still get solid 5-man stacks when jamming in one of these pitchers. So that's 5 pitchers above the 8K mark for me. We're going down. How I would have it, I would X out Rope with out all these guys. Rope all the way down. I think I'm out on all of them. JT Ginn, like just because his price is so cheap, I don't think we need it on this slate. I don't think 10 points is probably on the winner often. Maybe if a DeGrom, Ginn that gets you like the Dodgers or some other team you can't get to. So I guess maybe keep them in, but it would just be Scherzer, Erod, Montas. For me, all of them 5.5 K props, all juice on the under, but 5.5 on this slate at this price is solid. So that's how I got the lower tier. I would X out everyone from Rope down, Scherzer, Erod, Montas. Talk to me. Do you have any different takes? What are you doing 8K and below?
Yeah, I mean, 8K and below for me is, I mean, I just don't feel like I'm really stressing about getting blown out by the top pool who we just discussed. So for me, I mean, if I got to land on any of these guys down here, I mean, I'm kind of okay with it. Like Erod against the Astros. Excuse me. I know they're going to throw out a bunch of righties, but I mean, Erod, 24% K rate. I mean, he's just an old wily veteran. I mean, it's a risky play, but I feel like he can still get you some innings. I mean, he's got 25% K rate against righties. He's got 8% walk rate, so I don't mind it. I mean, he does have a chance to give up some home runs there. I mean, shit, I was ready to play Zach Gallen yesterday, which I did on one of my teams and was absolutely crushing. And then Gallen came into play and didn't get me as high up the pay scale as I would have liked yesterday. But so I mean, I don't mind Erod. I think Montas is kind of interesting too. I mean, you look at him. I mean, he's 26% K rate to righties, 19% K rate to lefties. I mean, I don't mind him. I mean, you look at the Angels. They got the second highest K rate against right-handed pitching. So I think Montas does have some upside. So I don't mind him. I mean, but again, it's a little risky. I mean, I sit here then too. I look at somebody like Scherzer, who's got a 25% K rate. I mean, he's been up and down. He's like Jekyll and Hyde. He's going to get you 20-some points, or he's going to get you 8 points. So it's kind of difficult. But I mean, against righties, Scherzer's got a pretty high K rate so far this year. It's like 37.8%. His walk rate's like 6%. Against lefties, he's down though. He's at like 12.8%, which we're kind of going to get to. I see the reason why some people might like some Max Scherzer, but I'll be honest with you, a little until we get the bats, I'm kind of leaning on the Yankee side, especially some of them lefties against Max. So I'm a little bit more concerned about that one. I already mentioned Rasmussen. He was in the 8K. Now getting again, I thought that was interesting. I kind of dug a little deeper into him. I just wish, obviously coming out of the bullpen, he's got like a 25% K rate. I mean, I'm sitting there thinking, man, if they could tell me he'd get 80 pitches, I'd hit that lock button faster and lickety split. I mean, that'd be, just clicking it really quick. So I think for me, again, it is kind of interesting, but I don't know what kind of pitch count you're going to get. You're going to get 65 pitches out of him, maybe, or you're going to get 3-4 innings. I mean, you're not going to get much out of him in reality, but he does have some strikeout ability. I did look too. It looks like he pitched, let's see here, 3 days ago, he threw 15 pitches. So that's kind of like his kind of stretch out session. So, I mean, I could see him maybe getting up there in the 65-70 range, maybe. I don't know. That would be pretty good for him. So
68 Sabersim has.
How many they say he's going to get?
68.96. So like you're saying, 65-70 in that ballpark.
I mean, I think I think Ginn's interesting at 55. I think that's interesting. But other than that, I mean, that would be pretty much as far as I'd go. I think Montas would be the one I'd feel the best about down here. I think Ginn, man, I'm just worried about his pitch count, but he's definitely got the tools to get it done for us, especially at that price. So I don't mind it at all. I mean, if you wanted to, fool around with it, and I mean, I just think if you use Ginn, I feel like you're gonna need the offenses to be pretty. It's gonna be you need a more offensive slate today, and then you
almost need it to be like a Cubs Dodgers, like teams that you have to pay for top to bottom, or at least in your 5-man, because otherwise you can play if Montas, Erod, or Scherzer outscore Ginn like by like a decent bit, like the Cardinals are underpriced enough, so you're parlaying multiple things. I don't love it personally. I think I could leave my pool like this and then give Sabersim the power if they do want to include Ginn. And then if they do, see what kind of lineup it's spitting out. And if you like that idea, go with it. But this is how I'd do it. And again, I think I would make your rule in 20 or less. Miz, DeGrom, Yamamoto, Gilbert, minimum 1. Because I like the upper tier more than you. We disagree a little bit. Like, I do think we get an ace that probably gets 25 that you need. And if that's not the case and none of them score over 20, it's probably a bad rule to make. And then it could easily be a combination of these down below. But anything else that you want to finish up at pitching?
Yeah, I just wanted to laugh here at this one.
That's not a good idea.
Dude, when I saw Rich Hill was pitching today, I started to chuckle. I was seriously thinking, like, is this for real? But you got to give old Dusty Rich Hill a pass. In my world, he gets a pass because when I was in Chicago for a live final one time and freaking he was pitching for me in the night before slate, and I ended up shipping it and winning $50K. And Rich Hill literally was batting, and he got beamed. And it was like the 3rd inning. And I was like, dude, I was crushing. That's like the worst thing that could have happened. He got hit. I think even on his pitching hand, I thought he ain't coming out. And old Dusty, old man, brought his ass out and still, pitched another 2-3 innings, got the job done. So Rich Hill for me is that was like the most stressful 10 minutes I can remember in like DFS. Like, you know what it feels like, Tuttle, and you just got it done, and like some bullshit happens to you. You're just like, this is not happening right now.
Oh, trust me. We've all been there for sure. 197 people watching, I bet you they're thinking of their moment in their head when it absolutely went wrong. However, I will say, do remember the times. Many are bad at this. A lot of things go wrong, and you'll remember when it goes right. People don't remember those too often. They do happen in poker and life and DFS especially. You're going to get some breaks where you got to the top. You're not going to remember those necessarily. You're going to have some bad breaks. That's part of it. Those are a lot harder to forget, but hopefully long-term.
The crazy train title.
Yeah, Ozzy. Shout out Ozzy. R.I.P. All right, let's talk some bets.
My first concerts. Oh, Ozzy.
Yeah, that was a good one, eh? I can only imagine.
It was a good time from what I remember.
That's all I had to hear. Bet you it was a great time. All right, we're going to talk some bets, 10 games on the slate. Before we do so, though, it's almost NFL season, Gyiraszin. We came out with our early bird special. This does end August 6th. And August 6th, we will have a big announcement, mystery bonus. Tambo kind of hinted at a little stuff in the announcements. A lot of chance to make some cheese with what we're going to be announcing on August 6th. You do have to get in before that, though, the early bird special. $349. What does that get you? It doesn't just get you NFL. It gets you college football. If you go to other sites, most of them do charge roughly $200, something like that. You get an optimizer with that. As you see, you don't get that at every other place. not only just an optimizer, the best optimizer in SaberSim. Shout out to them doing videos constantly. Rio once a month. He had cheats on before. Tambo and Jordan just broke down the new layout in SaberSim. Check out that video. And you also do get a DFS mastermind course. Not only all of that, if you do sign up or when you do, up until football season, you get golf, MMA, MLB, any content we have, you do have access for that for free. $500+ in bonuses. Absolutely no better deal out there. We'll have projections, ownership, showdown content, everything you need. We will have you covered for the NFL season. Pay less for content, more for contests. We think we have everything you need. And of course, access to the Discord. We would love to have you. If you just go to shipination.com, you'll see the banner. Do also have monthly, weekly options if you want to check it out. But the best is annual. Again, $349. Hope to see everyone at Shipping Nation. If you do join, make sure most definitely get in the Discord, a huge added piece to our content. Yeah, let's rock. Almost there, like a week away from, I believe, the Hall of Fame game too. Football's coming before we know it. All right, Gyiraszin, 10 games on the slate. Let's talk bats. You hinted at playing some Yankees against Max Scherzer. We are looking at a 9.5 total. -121 favorites are the Blue Jays in this one. Are you going to play some Yanks? Are you going to play some Blue Jays? A pretty low-owned game, very low-owned game to start it off. What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, I've officially taken the Blue Jays out of the Royals bucket. They've hit their way out of the bucket. So they've been actually hitting pretty well. So I'll leave them out. But I don't really like them all that much today. I think that kid is a pretty good pitcher. I'm just gonna leave that alone. I'd have it way down. I mean, we do have a game total of 9, but I think there's a better spot. I guess if you wanted to pick on him with some of the Yankees, I mean, I wouldn't mind Barger. I think would be a decent play if you wanted to look at a one-off. He'd be my favorite. But now, as far as the Yankees go, I think I'm more interested in the Yankees, kind of like we'll call them my sneaky stack right off the bat. I mean, Scherzer has struggled against lefties. I mean, he's at a 12%, as I mentioned, K rate. He's up at 37% up at with the right side. His WOBA is a 382 to the left side. He's got a 35% ground ball or fly ball rate. And, I mean, he's been getting barreled up at about a 13% rate by the lefties. So, I mean, here we got a Yankee team coming in that he's going to see a bunch of lefties. You get Grisham, Bellinger, Jazz, I mean, Dominguez, Ben Rice, Austin Wells. I mean, all those guys have a home run potential. I mean, you look at some of the WOBAs against lefties for these Yankees, or against the righties against Yankees. Grisham, 406, Judge, 480, Jazz, 403, Ben Rice. I mean, we know the power's there. So, I mean, I just think, if you wanted to pick on an old dusty old pitcher that can give up some home runs, I mean, it's all lined up right there. I mean, the lefties get to them. The Yankees got some good lefties here that definitely have a lot of power. So I'm going to call my Yankees right off the get. This would be my sneaky. I think if I'm playing even 3 teams title, I'm probably having the Yankees in one for sure. But, I think the Yankees for me are for some reason, man, when they say, you get a gut call, the Yankees all day to me have been just been sticking in my head for some reason.
I like it. I'll go with you on that. We have the Yankees. I always like looking at the stack rankings. It's a premium piece of content, so don't want to show it off. We have Yankees in like the top third, the top fourth. But when you look at their ownership, we have like how we have them ranked, and then we have stack ownership right next to it, and then the salary of the stack. The stack ownership is much, much lower than a lot of the teams listed ahead. Also, when you do play them, why they'll be pretty low owned, if you play one of Bellinger, Judge, Jazz, it gets hard to go Miz DeGrom, Gilbert DeGrom. Like paying 2 up top is tough. Again, I would want at least one of them, but leaving Ginn in that pool, like maybe that's where you go Yankees. You can stack Bellinger, Judge, Jazz, play one of the top pitchers, and then you're completely punting the other one. But that would be like a Ginn team that I would look if Saberson spat out, and I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense to me. Completely different from the field. You get big bats. You can still eat a Gilbert chalk SP1, And then maybe after that, I'll fill in with Cardinals or something like that. I can eat chalk there. So, yeah, I mean, playing the big boy Yankees, middle of the order bats are hard. Ownership's going to be almost nothing. And only to get it better, Scherzer is going to be owned. Like, it's going to be the Montas, Erod, Scherzer range once people don't pay up top. So you get some direct leverage, guaranteed ninth inning at bats. Scherzer doesn't rank out well in the pitcher rankings. I'm in Gyiraszin. I'm in. I like the Yankees at very low ownership. Not hard to get overweight. Blue Jays side, I don't know. I mean, a couple guys, they've been hitting the ball 2 through 5, grade out pretty well in the hitter rankings. Luke's cheap leadoff hitter. Kirk fills out a catcher spot. I don't think 1 through 6 is bad. Definitely fall down the list for me, though. But, yeah, I mean, it's healthy run total. I think they're fine. Better spots to attack, though. I prefer Yankees. Keep it rolling. Next game on the slate, New York Mets. Los Angeles Angels, 9 total, -171 favorites are the Mets. Montas going to get some ownership. Can you make a case for any Angels? Mets look very low owned with a healthy run total, solid hitter rankings. It looks very similar to the spot for the Mets yesterday, just game theory wise, low owned, solid total, a pivot off some other teams. You're going to play Mets, you're going to play any Angels.
Yeah, I mean, you could look at the Angels if you want when we were talking about Montas. I mean, he gives up some homers, but I mean, he's also got that high strikeout rate. I think that's kind of like, you could play both sides of that one, actually. But as far as the Mets go, I would kind of put them down on the pivot range here against Kyle Hendricks. I just don't like really stacking up against Hendricks. It just doesn't seem like he gets beat up all that much for me to get to. I mean, there's just way better spots today. So I'd be out on that one.
All right. Sounds good.
Did you forget about the White Sox in Tampa?
No, that's coming down. I'm just going based on the stone.
Oh, all right. Because that one was 7:05 and those games were 7:10. So you threw me off.
I'm seeing that on DraftKings Sportsbook and on the Stone 7:35.
All right. Well, maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. Someone can let me know in chat. I'm just going based on the Stone, and then I'm looking at the Sportsbook. So I think it's 7:35. We got one game first, and then we'll touch on that game. The Braves and the Giants.
DraftKings shows at 7:05. That's what I was asking.
Huh. DraftKings Sportsbook. Well, that's – hold on. Well, that's important.
It's right on DraftKings on the site. If you look at the players, it says 7:05 start.
I was on the Sportsbook. Let's see what okay, so DraftKings itself does have the slate locking at 4:05. And like you're saying, Tampa, that's so weird. Yeah, so DFS is 7:05. So make sure it's 7:05 lock time. We'll come back to that. I'm literally staring at DraftKings Sportsbook, and it has the same time as the Stone at 7:35. That's so weird.
That'd be a weird start, too, for a Tampa game, 7:30.
It's usually early. You're right. Let's go this. We'll just go in the order of the Stone, so we get
one game.
No,
that's cool. I was just curious. I mean,
I'm glad you did. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. Next game, Giants Braves. We have a 9.5 total, -122 favorites are the Braves. Pretty healthy total, one of the highest on the slate. There's some juice on the under at 9.5, but we only have 2 9.5s and then 1 11.5 in Coors. But outside of Coors Field, this is one of the highest totals on the slate. Pretty good hitting weather. Braves got the job done yesterday a bit. Can you go back to either of these two teams?
I mean, the Braves got the job done yesterday because shit, my man couldn't find the plate to save his damn life, man.
And then he got optioned down.
Dude, I mean, he ended up getting the Chuck Knobloch, but he was on the pitcher mound. Like, dude, my man, like, and how scary is that got to be if you're an MLB hitter, like thinking this cat can't even freaking figure it out, like, and I'm standing up here like an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, man, you're just kind of hoping you don't get dinged up. But I mean, Landon Roop's is a pretty good pitcher. I mean, I don't know. I think it's a better spot. I'd have the Braves below a handful of teams before I'd go there, before I'd go after Roop. Roop looked pretty good his last start out too. I guess Davis Daniel, I mean, this guy isn't really all that good, so I don't mind some Giants at all. I mean, Davis Daniel is not somebody we're going to be all that worried about here. I mean, he had 28% K rate to both sides. He's been walking a lot of guys, 14%. I mean, he's kind of an unknown, but to me, I think the Giants could get to him here. I think this one here, I mean, the Optos like some of the Giants here in this spot here, but I mean, Davis Daniel, I just don't think is very good. So I don't mind the stacks, the mini stacks here of the Giants. I kind of liked them a little bit yesterday. I wish they'd have done a little better, but I think the Giants here are definitely in play for me. I kind of have them right around maybe my 3, 4, or 5 mark, maybe just right around the top 5 in today's slate. So I think the Giants are interesting, but the Braves, I don't know. I'm not really wanting to go there against Roop.
I like both sides of this game. The reason for that is it's some of the best hitting weather on the slate, like almost 90 degrees, wind blowing out a little bit. Bullpens, Nades and I talked about it yesterday pretty deeply. Not good, not very good on both sides. The Braves, like, when do you ever see the Braves at this ownership? Like all these guys, I mean, not even 20% combined owned. Baldwin had a great game yesterday, fills out a catcher spots. Acuna is always fun to play. Profar leading off cheap. Olsen fills out a first base position. I'll be second. You have cheap guys down here, like the Allen Nacho. I would say the same thing, or as Nate said yesterday. I wouldn't get him to him in hand builds. Probably max one in Saber. Murphy a catcher spot as well. You have to pick one. But no one's going to play them. Team total's fine. Great hitting weather. Rope's fine. I do prefer the Giants, I think, but I mean, they're going to be probably triple as owned. Like some of the people are going to play the Giants. Guaranteed 9th inning at bats. Daniel doesn't look great. Pricing is really good. The Giants are going to probably be like the 3rd highest owned team on the slate, I think, or something like that, just because you can double spend pitching and 5-man Giants, and it feels like a good team that way. So I don't know. I mean, I think the spot's good, but they might come in over-owned when it's all said and done just because of the nature of the builds. Whereas Braves, you're spending a little more. It's harder to go double spend. Run totals are the similar. I like the Braves. I think it's going to be hard for people to get to the Braves today. So, yeah, I think the Braves are interesting, and I like them for tournaments. I think Giants are fine. I'm a little worried about ownership. At the end of the day, though, it's a Coors Field slate. Cardinals are still too cheap. Rockies are going to get owned. There is other teams like the Cubs, the Dodgers. I mean, they can't be too highly owned. So I like the game at the end of the day. I think I prefer Braves, though, at reduced ownership personally. Good hitting weather, a sneaky game for me on the slate. All right, we'll keep it rolling. Appreciate all 260 hanging out, watching us live, watching on playback. We appreciate it. Again, all we ask, as you know, the like button and the subscribe button helps us out a ton, bringing you shows on this channel almost every single day. Can the White Sox stay hot? They are taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. 8 total, minus 231 favorites are the Rays. Interesting note, Rasmussen number 1 in our pitcher rankings. Interesting. Do with that as you will. Rasmussen was like the last X out for me. He's in the range right below the studs and right above the Scherzers, the E-Rods of the world. I think you can make a case. I'd be fine with it. White Sox have been hitting, though. Still really tough for me to get to any of these guys. No, thank you. The Rays side, though, I mean, Davis Martin grades out awful. The bullpen's awful. Good run total. Rays are going to be played, but again, their pivots off of the Cardinals still, the Rockies. The ownership has to stay in check. Can they bounce back from a poor performance yesterday?
I mean, Davis Martin's coming back off the IL. This is his first start. I mean, rolling into the middle of May and June, I mean, he looked decent. I mean, I guess half his starts he gave up 4 runs. Like, let's just take what he had 7 starts. 3 of the starts he gave up 4 runs, and then the other starts he gave up 1 or 2 runs. So, I mean, he wasn't like terrible, and he was around the 100 pitch mark. I mean, he's not really that high of Ks. Got himself in a couple games with trouble with some walks, but I mean, he's coming back off the IL. You look at his just overall numbers. I mean, he's just a low strikeout pitcher who's going to keep the ball on the ground, really, is what he is. So, I mean, if he's rolling through, I mean, he's probably going to be relying on his batted balls in play, BABIP. Obviously without him missing a lot of bats. So, I mean, you look at some of the fly ball percentages here. I think Aranda would be probably my favorite bat here. But, overall, this Rays team doesn't generally get the ball up in the air as far as fly balls go. So I'm a little concerned about the Rays. I know they have a high team total, but this guy's coming back off the IL, and it may sound good and all, but for him, being a ground ball pitcher, I kind of worry about it a little bit here, Tuttle, against the Rays. They just don't have enough dudes that are getting the ball up in the air.
I agree with you. I don't love the Rays as much today either. Like, I think Davis Martin's a better arm than most think. He by no means is really good. Rays are going to get some ownership. Like, I prefer the Giants, and I prefer the Braves too. I don't see myself getting many Rays today, but again, a pivot off like the Cardinals, still going to get some ownership. If you like them, I wouldn't worry about it. The lineup has definitely got more expensive, but a healthy run total, bad bullpen, solid hitting weather, like it all makes sense. But there's other teams I prefer, and one of those teams is this next one, the Chicago Cubs. They're taking on the Royals, 9 total, minus 250 favorites are the Cubs. We're talking, Rich Hill, 45-year-old Rich Hill. I mean, grades out terribly in the pitcher rankings. Cubs grade out phenomenally in our hitter rankings. Hitting weather, or the weather's much better for hitting. The wind seems neutral, if I read it right. Winds are mostly blowing across the field. Roth said it was blowing in yesterday. There's still the over smashed. I like the Cubs. The Cubs are my favorite stack on the slate. Yeah, I mean, Rich Hill is not good. It's a team I want to pick on. With all that being said, Tucker, Suzuki, PCA, all expensive. There's enough cheap bats, and I'm fine playing any 1 through 9, which is also why I like this team. But if you are playing the stud bats, it's hard to go double spend pitching. Again, I like spending up at pitching. I think Matthew Boyd, the pair with Cubs, is interesting for the win equity. A little correlation there. And Boyd's a pivot. Doesn't absolutely break the bank. I like the Cubs a ton, though. Royals, I'm not playing the Royals. You're not playing the Royals. What are you doing?
No, I'm not playing the Royals, but damn. Oh, Dusty Rich Hill, 45 years old. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, it's like Bartolo Colon bringing his fat butt back out and throwing a handful of innings here. But, hey, he earned it, man. I looked it up, too. Rich Hill was doing pretty good in the minors. So, back when he was just one of them, soft tossed in lefty, freaking big curveball kind of guy. He's going to induce some ground balls. So I think the Cubs here are in a definitely interesting spot. I'd probably call them they're in my top 3, that's for sure. But I mean, you look at Hill being in the past more of like a ground ball pitcher, like I was saying. But you look at some of the fly ball percentage of the Cubs, which you gotta like, because you got Tucker at 34%, Suzuki 35%, Kelly 33.5%, PCA 36%, Swanson 27%, Happ 30%, Turner 28%. I mean, those are all above the MLB average. So I think for me, I really like the Cubs, especially some of these righties here. I mean, what are you going to get? Hill, I mean, he's going to maybe go 3-4 innings. So we can get the job done. I like the Cubs here today. I think the Cubs for me are definitely going to be a team that you know what? I'm going to say this. I like the Cubs more than I like the Cardinals.
Me too. Cubs my favorite on the slate. Let's go.
So that's where I'm at with it.
I like it. Yeah, Cubs
I
my
do like
favorite.
one other team more in the Cubs, though.
All right. I guess it's going to be the Rockies. We'll see if I'm right or not. We'll get to that game. In 2 games, though. Next game on the slate, Texas Rangers and the Athletics. 7.5 total, minus 226 favorites are the Rangers. DeGrom, my favorite pitcher on the slate. I'm definitely not playing any A's. However, shout out our hitter rankings yesterday. Nick Kurtz was up there. He bombed. As far as the Rangers side, ownership really low. Pricing is very fair. Run total is good. A's bullpen bad. But with all that being said, I mean, I like the lineup more than I usually do. Like Rowdy has pop. Kyle H. Higashioka, I never mind playing. Josh Jung has power. Fills out a third base spot. Like there's a lot of onesie positions it fills. Man, on this 10-game slate, if I want 10 plus runs, I want a team that breaks the slate. Like, I think Cubs have a way better chance. I think Giants or Braves have a better chance. I think the Yankees have a better chance. Both Coors sides have a better chance. I don't know. I would definitely keep them in. The hitter rankings are bad. Talk to me, Gyiraszin. I'm really on the fence on the Rangers right now.
I mean, the only plus side is that the A's bullpen sucks balls that we know about. I mean, JT Ginn. I mean, that game total being 7.5 is a total respecting from Vegas to JT Ginn. I mean,
DeGrom a lot of the way. Like, they're saying DeGrom's not going to let up more than 2, but yeah, you're saying that about Ginn is correct. There's juice on the under too, pretty heavy.
Right. So I mean, they're not expecting that kid really to get beat up, but. I mean, we saw it yesterday. I mean, your team could be getting no hit through 6 innings and all of a sudden score 7 runs in the last half of the game, and can help you out. So, I mean, that's baseball. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it here. I'd have to have a hand really. I mean, I'd have to be pretty deep in the teams before I'd decide to get to the Rangers, but. Let's be real. It's DFS baseball. I mean, that bullpen sucks for a reason. I mean, just the flat out reason to attack shitty bullpens is a good enough reason for me. If that's the reason you want to stack up against it. So, I mean, hey, I don't mind it at all. I don't expect that kid to go too deep either. So you're pretty much getting a half a game of that bullpen.
Yeah. The more I look at it though, I like what you said. Like 7.5 is the total. It's -125 on the under. Let's just say even it was 7-1. And the over hit, and it was this one side of the Rangers scored 7. Are they on the winner on this slate on a 10-gamer? My guess, more times than not, probably not. I'm not saying that you wouldn't have it. Like, I think they're more of a one-off mini stack team that can fill a lot of onesie positions, fair price tags, etc., than a 5-man stacking team for me. So that's how I got it.
Could be on the winner if they had like 4 homers, 3 or 4 homers. Then they could be, but. Yeah, I mean, we kind of expect a little bit more than that today.
Yeah, I'm expecting offenses to score, but I mean, yeah, 7 runs at the end of the day, it could lead the slate. You never know how this one will play out. You run it 100,000s of times every slate, they all play out differently. You'll see some crazy outliers. It's daily fantasy baseball. It's MLB. It's one of the highest variant sports out there. All right, next game on the slate, Coors Field. St. Louis Cardinals, Colorado Rockies, highest total by 2 runs, 11.5, and there's juice on the over. -163 favorites are the Cards. I mean, we have some pretty bad pitchers on the mound on both sides, Gyiraszin. Good hitting weather, fair pricing on both sides. I mean, you can easily 5-man either team. You can play Logan Gilbert. You can play any pitcher you want. You can play like a Scherzer or something after that, and cheap mini stack and something like that, and you're fine. Like, I don't love that approach because it's easy to do on this slate, but pricing's still not where it should be by any means on either side. So yeah, what are you doing? What's your preferred side? If you play the Cardinals, is there a certain way you'd play them or not play them or anything like that?
I mean, the Cardinals for me, I mean, they just seem like I'm almost putting them in the Royals bucket, man. They just don't have enough power for me. They're not going to hit 4 or 5 homers, I feel. I mean, now that I say that, they very well could. But, I mean, this Blaylock guy does suck. I mean, he's been just awful. I mean, he's not striking anybody out. He's walking people. His wOBAs to both sides of the plate are not good. I mean, this guy gave up 12 runs not a couple starts ago. I mean, he's just not been good at all. But, I mean, to me, I just, I wish the Cardinals had more power. I mean, they're missing all their big power lefties, which is I didn't see if Burleson was out, but I'm gonna expect probably him to be out. But I mean, you got Contreras. I mean, he hit a homer yesterday. I mean, other than that, I just don't love it. But now the other side, though, picking on Fetty, I think is something that I want to do. I mean, he's been 10%. Both pitchers actually had a 10% walk rate, both sides of the plate. So you're going to have pitchers that are going to be walking guys that, are going to low strikeout guys. This has got softball game written all over it. But I mean, if you just look at the Rockies, they got way more power than the Cardinals do. Goodman, Beck, Tovar, Moniak's been hitting the shit out of the baseball here recently. Doyle's got power. So I actually like the Rocky side a little bit here, way more than I do the Cardinals side. Matter of fact, I'll just let the cat out the bag. I got the Rockies as my number one stack here.
Wow. There we go. Gyiraszin dropping it. I like the Rockies. I mean, healthy run total, ownership in check, Coors Field. I like going to the other side of the chalk and Coors, which is almost always the Rockies, when the spot looks fine, like the run total looks fine. There's a bad pitcher on the other side. That's what we have here. I lean Rockies over Cardinals too, especially seeing they'll be half of the ownership. I like it. I absolutely like it. I still do have the Cubs number one, though, on the slate.
I mean, when you look at everything, like grading it out, like I like to always make sure. Like the Cardinals do grade out way better than the Rockies, but we're playing DFS. I like the other side of it more so than the Cardinals, just because I just don't believe in the power on the other side over there.
Yeah, I mean, we play an ownership game, of course. If these numbers were flipped and the Cardinals only had 54% ownership combined and the Rockies had 94%, I mean, I would be saying the Cardinals are the best on the slate and go play the Cardinals. It's ownership's efficient nowadays, though, at least for the most part. If you play the Cardinals, just think about ways to get different with them is my recommendation. All right, we got a couple games left on the slates. Arizona Diamondbacks and the Houston Astros. 8.5 total, minus 120 favorites are the Astros. Framber, people are not going to play him, mainly because of the price tag, low K prop, and just the nature of the slate. He's by no means a bad pitcher, though, actually a very good one. Erod will be played higher owned than Framber. He's mainly being played because okay K prop at 5.5, but the price tag and the nature of the slate, I mean, just natural. Like, I want to pick on the higher owned pitcher. 16% for Erod. If that's the case, I much prefer the Astros to the Diamondbacks just because at least I'm getting some leverage off a pitcher. And the Astros are cheap. One batter above 4K, everyone else below. Like, these are the mini stack. I will mini stack the Astros if I need to on spend up pitching teams, spend up bat teams, whatever it may be. Fill out a lot of onesie positions, some dual eligibility in there as well. I don't like the 5-man as much. I like playing Astros to complete my teams, though. D-backs, I mean, their offense is really good, and you can play them pretty much every night, but they fall way down the list for me on this slate. So I hope they're not on the winner. No one's going to play them, though, as you can see. Anything in this one?
I think the Astros are interesting just because Erod has been just god-awful his last two starts. I mean, the dude's given up 20 hits, 5 homers in his last 8 innings out. I mean, he's been terrible. He's been just getting bombed. But, I mean, the Astros, just don't have that type lineup that we fear. But, I mean, if I'm MMEing and I'm playing a handful of teams, I think I would definitely consider some Astros here today, especially like a Christian Walker. I don't mind that at all. Cam Smith, if he's going to be up there, Diaz. I mean, they're obviously going to throw pretty much all righties at him. It's just the bottom half of that lineup is a bunch of road bumps, and I just don't like them turning that lineup over enough. But I think the top half of that lineup, like for a mini stack, is interesting.
Yeah, no, again, the main thing for me is the prices, the positions, guaranteed ninth inning at bats. And yeah, Erod really hasn't been good, and he's getting ownership just for the nature of the savings on this slate. So, yeah.
Christian Walker, revenge bomb.
I know we talk about it sometimes on the show. The last sport I would ever play any revenge is baseball. I mean, it's already super hard to hit a baseball. I believe they all go up and try to hit it every time they're up to bat. I mean, you have to wait like 45 minutes in between every at bat anyway. Whereas basketball, at least like you're a point guard, you can dictate. You bring the ball up. If you want to shoot it, heck, you'll shoot it more if you want. In football, I don't really believe in it as much. I believe in it more than baseball, though. A running back taking on his old team, maybe the coach will give him 6, 7 extra touches. That adds up a lot in that sport. Baseball, it means absolutely nothing to me personally.
Yeah, this guy, Bryce Matthews, had a pretty good game.
Yes, he did. Cam Smith is scheduled to lead off tonight. Yeah, that's how we have it right here. Don't have the projected lineup from what I've seen just yet. Astros my preferred side. Mini stacks more than 5-man personally. All right, we got 2 games left. First, shout out to all 310 watching. Man, MLB DFS. During the summer, not much going on. People love the MLB DFS. The prizes are massive. We appreciate everyone hanging out with us. Hope you're enjoying the breakdown. I always enjoy talking to my man Gyiraszin. We appreciate the like button and subscribe button. Helps us out a ton. That is all we ask for. If you do want to join us at the Nation, though, just came out with our early NFL special. Absolutely no better time to join. Only $349. Why I say only, not only do you get just NFL content, you get the best optimizer around in SaberSim. Optimizers aren't always included. You also get college football content for free with it. Other sites will be charging a lot more than free, $200 at some places. Great college football team. Shout out to them. And then before August 6th, if you do join the early bird special, and this will go away, you get put into this mystery bonus type of thing. I don't want to say too much. We will be coming out with a very exciting announcement, but you can make a lot more than $349. So there's chances to, and you do have to join before August 6th if you do want to join. Again, NFL early bird special. You can find it at SHIPITNation.com. Discord also included in that. We would love to have you in the Discord. You'll be looking around at other sites, as you should. I mean, as a customer, you choose what you want to do with your money. We believe, and as you see in the graph, you will not find a better bang for your buck, a cheaper spot, but cheaper doesn't mean we don't put in the work. We'll have projections, ownership, the stone, showdown content, showdown shows. You guys that have been around know we love our football season. We are very excited. So we would love to have you at the Nation. All right. Oh, I didn't mention too, but you also get when you do join, you do get all access for all these sports. PGA, MLB, MMA, NASCAR, everything going on right now. You get access to that all the way up until football season. So another benefit to join now if you plan on joining. 2 games left. Lowest total on the slate, Milwaukee Brewers and the Seattle Mariners. 7 total, minus 126 favorites are the Mariners. Catch-up game for me. Gilbert's good. Will be very chalky. Miz is good. Won't be chalky, but definitely not a pitcher I want to pick on right now. I'm not playing any bets in this one. Are you playing any bets?
No, I respect both pitchers. I thought about, could I reach and stretch and maybe play some Brewers against Gilbert, who struggled. He struggled a few times, but I just think it's more of a reach. I'm not interested in that. I think there's other spots that are way better.
Plenty of other spots are way better. Kenny, if you have the annual package, you already should have the best deal. The annual Tambo actually just put in an announcement, so check it out. But he laid it out why the annual was better than the monthly, the savings. That's how we priced it out. You will absolutely have the best deal if it's annual. If you just want confirmation on that, you can email info@shipination.com. Explain what you have, if you're on the right deal or what the best bang for your buck. They will let you know that. But annual is the best that we do have. Last game of the slates. Again, shout out to everyone watching. Hope everybody's day is going well. Los Angeles Dodgers and the Minnesota Twins. 8 total in this one. Minus 225 favorites are the Dodgers. Yamamoto, one of the best pitchers on the slate. One of the highest owned. One of the best K-props. I am not playing the Twins. You just don't need to get there. We're talking the Braves at 17% ownership with almost a 5-run total. We're talking the Rangers, 17% with the 5.14. You don't need, in my opinion, to play a 2% owned Twins. Yes, they're 2%. When they win, if they score 15, you'll need them. You'll be one of the only ones to have them. I think you're better off playing teams like the Rangers, teams like the Braves, pivots that are expected to score runs, and do it that way. That's slightly higher owned. So definitely no Twins for me. I'll let you talk about the Dodgers, though. Pretty low owned. I mean, a little ownership, but relative to the run total, with how bad Simone Richardson has been, I think it's a pretty fair ownership for the Dodgers. What about you?
Yeah, when I first was looking, I was going to see how high up I was going to have the Dodgers ranked, actually. And then I looked at Richardson, his last 6 starts, he's only given up freaking 5 earned runs in his last 6 starts. The dude's been dealing. So, I mean, I'm just a little bit concerned about that. His pitch count's been really low, though. I mean, he's been 77, 61, 75, 82. So, I mean, that's obviously concerning, for him if you wanted to look at, getting risky and going up against the Dodger team. I wouldn't recommend. But you look at Richardson, he's got a high fly ball percentage. I mean, his numbers don't make sense when you look under the hood of the car here. I mean, his WOBA against lefties has just been awful. It's 353, 35% fly ball rate to lefties. He's got a 35.4% fly ball rate to righties. I mean, you just looking at it thinking, well, how is he getting by? But obviously he is. He's getting barreled up by righties at 14% too so far this year. I mean, just looking at all that, yeah, I could see why you want to pick at it. But then you go look at his game log, you're like, this dude ain't giving up any runs either. He's the luckiest SOB on the planet, which could come to an end really quick, where the Dodgers maybe we just got to keep our eye on it. But, I mean, truthfully, he's been getting the job done. But, I don't like the Dodgers as much today as I have in other circumstances. But, I mean, you look, they got that, on the stone there, 5.5 team total. I mean, that's pretty hefty, but I don't know. I think Richardson has been playing well, and yeah, Mookie's been dookie so far. I mean, something's wrong with him. My man's hurt. I mean, we've never seen him be this bad. I mean, I think he's just stretching and he's trying to play, but Mookie is dookie. And that deal, I'll still whoop his ass at bowling too if he wants some.
Oh, gosh. I like the Dodgers. When do we see only one batter projected in the order, like, to be over 5K? Like, when do we see it? Yes, I get it with Mookie, 4,400. To be honest, he's probably – I don't like the bottom of the order much, but, like, I like Freddie, Smith, Teoscar, Pages all more than Mookie. He's still 4,400. He's a shortstop. Richardson's been a lot better as of late. I still don't think this dude, fly ball pitcher – I mean, Will Smith went deep yesterday. Pages. When this team gets going, I love playing Ohtani. His ownership will be in check enough because people want to spend up at pitcher. And again, I mentioned it at the top, but this is where I'd maybe play Ginn, or at least keeping Ginn in the pool if I'm looking at it and I see it's an Ohtani, Freddie, Will Smith, Teoscar, Mookie, whatever it is. And then I'm paying up at a Logan Gilbert with them 5, and I need Ginn to make that team work. Like, that's the only way, then I'm fine doing it. And again, that's a really low-owned team or combination or stuff because people don't want to fully punt. But if that's the only way you can do it and you can't play DeGrom, Gilbert, and 5-man, whatever, yeah, I'll take some shots in a portfolio of teams in MME. It's not my favorite way to do it. I'm definitely not playing Ginn if I'm playing 5 teams or less. Absolutely no chance. But the more teams I play allows you for different roster construction. I don't think it's the craziest thing, but I like the Dodgers. I mean, I don't think Richardson's great. People don't want to really play the Dodgers, which they haven't been the case all year. They're cheaper than usual. Yeah, give me the heart of the order, mainly 1 through 6 for me. So they're top 5 stacks for me. I prefer them more than the Cardinals, but at the end of the day, the Cubbies, my favorite stack on the slates. DeGrom, my favorite pitcher. Yeah, I think I've talked enough. Gyiraszin, anything you want to say before we get on out of here? Good stuff.
No, I mean, definitely interesting slate. I don't think it's like too heavy chalk and bats. I mean, the pitching kind of blows. But, yeah, good old times here. I mean, we'll be here all week. It's good to be back in after our week break there. I mean, I was lost. The wife's looking at me one day. I was like a lost puppy dog sitting in the garage. I didn't know what the hell to do. I was at a safety meeting. I was like, what am I supposed to be thinking about? It's not baseball right now. So yeah. I was a little bit lost. Glad to get back in the groove, talk some ball with you. But, yeah, let's kick some ass tonight and get us some of these fun coupons. I just picked me up a new set of cornhole boards. I actually put a picture of them out on Twitter. But there's some Detroit Tiger old logo cornhole. They're pretty badass. But looking forward to getting out there and getting to use those. When y'all come in town here for that live event, I'll have those in the truck in case anybody wants some.
There you go. Gyiraszin definitely can throw some bags. Gyiraszin is one of them underhand sports, if you haven't noticed. Underhand, bowling, little cornhole. I
used to pitch a softball. Yeah, but anything underhand I'm good at.
And the last thing underhand that he can do, I've heard he has a mean little uppercut right from bottom to top.
The thunder and the lightning.
Well, I love the stories here and that. Shout out to everyone watching. Like button on the way out helps us out a ton. Appreciate it, Gregory. Appreciate it, Michael W. Hope everybody, has a little more money in their pockets at the end of the night than they did going into it. 10 games on DraftKings, 10 games on FanDuel. All content will be up as always. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Hope everybody has a great night. For Gyiraszin, I'm Titletown. Be safe. Peace. Good luck.